Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome to episode number 244 today of the Road to Glory here on FC25. Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all getting on well. Today, there's a bunch of stuff that I need to do, and it's basically not playing with this team, but some of the lower rated players can sort of fit in. The TOTS Cup is what we've got to do, as well as the daily SBCs, the icon player pick, the Encore pick. There's all sorts to be done, so I do hope you enjoy. Please do me a favor and just hit that thumbs up button if you do enjoy it. Thank you very much. So yeah, switching from like the main team, we probably won't use this today, but if I do go into some more rivals matches later this week, then I will obviously probably use that one and just get my wins with that. So squad battles rewards from Sunday. I got gold 2 or 3, whatever it was, and we get a 1 of 3 La Liga TOTS pick here. So we get 95 Caicedo. Linda, we've already got her, but are we actually going to get one from the mail to... No, we didn't. We got 3 from Liga F. So we're going to take the duplicate, but highest rated TOTS card there in Linda Caicedo. I'll use that later on today, or yeah, I think in this episode I do use that TOTS. Can't exactly remember what for, though. Probably the icon player pick, because of course we got a repeatable icon player pick, didn't we? That 91 plus one, rather than just the crazy 93 plus one, which costs so much. We made a little bit of money from squad battles rewards, by the way. I had a PSG kit, and they'd literally won the Champions League the night before, and then we got a Jonathan Tah and 86s, as we know, do sell. So despite needing 86s in my club, if I get a tradable one, I'm probably just going to sell it for the coins as we try and build our coin balance back up again, in preparation for, I don't know, like Ultimate TOTS, maybe? Something like that. That'd be good. Ideally, I would have built the coin balance up so that I could literally go out and buy a pack whilst these PSG players are in, but that's also kind of rare, and it's going to be difficult to actually get one of them. They look absolutely brilliant though, don't they? However, I think that I've got a better duet than the one that's come out. I like the fact that mine's got finesse. What do you guys think? Any PSG players packed? On one of my other accounts where I spend FIFA points every now and again and build some cool teams, I got Donnarumma, but that was the only one that I could get from a fairly sizable chunk of a pack opening. So yeah, that's interesting how rare they are. But I feel like they're less rare than what the Chelsea players were. The Chelsea players, I didn't see a single one, which kind of sucks. I would have quite liked to have got, you know, a couple of really strong Prem players for the team. That would have been awesome. We get ourselves here Kroopy. What is this from? This is from an 84 times 7 by the looks of it. So we do get ourselves a duplicate TOTS, a TOTS nonetheless, and then onto the 83 times 14s. I did something weird today. I opened the 84 times 7s before the 83 times 14s. I sort of did it in reverse to what I normally do, and that felt a bit weird at the time. And yeah, maybe I won't do that again. I can't explain why that feels weird, but it did. I think because sometimes I would have to do these SBCs to get some 83s to then actually go ahead and complete the SBC for the 84 times 7. But for this day, this was the one where I'd got like 8 team of the weeks prepared. So I already had like my requirement player ready. Didn't have to use any TOTS, and could just literally throw the squads together. So I had both ready at the same time. Shame we get Cole Palmer now and not like a few days ago, eh? That would have been nice. Oh well. Anyway, moving on to whatever's next. This is the 86 plus player picks for the day. I do enjoy this time of day. I enjoy seeing what we can get. You know, there's always optimism. At this point right here, when you've got 3 player picks sat there and you know you're going to get something, you could get loads of blues and purples. And until you actually open it, and that's when you get a little bit disappointed. But we got ourselves a purple there to start things off, a 91 rated. Then we get another purple for the second player pick. So in my eyes, this is going pretty good so far. He's probably worth less than the 86 Pedri there, with the way that this market actually is. But I can't sell the cards because they're untradeable, so I'll take the highest rated. Apart from here, where I'm going to just take the 86 because I've already got the 2 87s, and I think they're all valuable at the moment. So I'll take the Kimmich. Now, a striker came out that kind of looks like my type of striker, and that is Ivan Toney. He's cheap, very cheap for what he is. You know, we've got someone here that has low driven, finesse, and rapid. They're like 3 of the best playstyle pluses on the game. They might even be like my 3 favorites for a striker. And he cost just 2 squads, nothing major at all. And we get a 95 rated Ivan Toney that obviously has the stats that you're about to see as well. So I was pretty happy with that. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, definitely gets into the team. Maybe we drop Drogba for a little bit and try and change things up a bit and put Toney in where Drogba was, considering he is a very similar type of player when you look at the stats of my Drogba to this card. It's very, very similar. Drogba's just got 1 extra playstyle, which is aerial, I think, and he's got quick step instead of rapid. So yeah, it's a similar card. Really good reactions, composure, finishing on Ivan Toney. There's no doubt that he's gonna know where the back of the net is. There's just no doubt about it. 5-star weak foot as well. Yeah, maybe a Drogba replacement. We shall see. Imagine playing them 2 both up top together. That could be a little bit filthy, couldn't it? That could work for me with my style of play. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and submit. Just ignore those special cards up the top there. Like, I just don't use them, and I'd run out of 88s. But whilst I wanted to do this new 91 plus mixed icon player pick, I needed to get the 87 and the 88 rated squads done first, so that I didn't end up using those players in these squads here. So yeah, we've got a little bit of a mismatch in ratings on some of this stuff, but the final 2 squads don't actually require like the exact rating players. That's the thing that's really pushing the prices up for players on the market, isn't it? Which I guess is intentional, but also is quite annoying sometimes if you don't have them in your club. So what are we going to get then from this new 1 of 3 91 plus mixed icon pick? Certainly a lot cheaper, but obviously not as good as the 1 of 4 93 plus. We get Koeman Desai. 2 I don't really... Whoa, there we go. I will take the 94 Raul. Now, this was a very expensive card at one point, and again, has, like, Drogba, Toney level sort of playstyles there. Quick step, low driven, and finesse. But he's a completely different sort of style of player, being a lot shorter, and he's got 5-star skills and not the 5-star weak foot. So a totally different type of player. Maybe that would complement playing Toney and Raul, or Raul can also play Cam. There's good potential there. I've got someone that I would quite like to try out at some point. I've just got so many attackers and stuff on this game, as I'm sure you guys have as well. Like, it's all a little bit crazy, really, isn't it? Now, we're on to a 1 of 15 Encore player pick. When I see a Norwich player pop up straight away, I'm like, ugh. But I see a 93. We actually get quite a lot of 91 pluses in this, in Sigankov and a couple of others at the start of the pack. But after going through it, seeing if there was anyone I would be interested in evoing, there wasn't. So I just took the rating there of a 93 Batcher. Next up then, so I've not played the Weekend League, and I'm still debating right now whether or not I'm going to play it. The good thing is you have until Wednesday to play it these days, don't you? But the TOTS Cup came out on Sunday night, and I was like, oh, you know what? Think I'm interested. It's a weird one, because it's first to 2 goals. So sometimes people leave at 1-0, which it doesn't matter. I guess you still get the win. If you've gone 1-0 up and they pause and quit, then you still get the win, right? I would assume so. So that's not the toxic part. The toxic part is when you go 1-0 down and you're like, okay, well, I'll play to the 2 wins. I'll give my opponent their due. And then you equalize and then they pause and quit. That's when you feel like, oh, I'm so glad that I gave you the time of day. Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird one, but you basically, there are 2 cups. One's for a lone TOTS Messi, one's for a lone TOTS Ronaldo. You get a couple of other special TOTS players in there too, and also a couple of Evos for like the +1s on, I think, 94 plus TOTS players, but that Evo is no longer glitched, so it's not like I could, improve Didier Drogba. Unfortunately, I would like to, but I can't. Or my Thierry Henry, like a lot of people managed to do before they changed it. So just a couple of the games to show you that some people were playing out the full thing and letting you. It was first to 2 goals, so it's not quite golden goal, but a lot of the time it didn't last much longer than that. And we got the TOTS Saudi Cup done as well. So that was about an hour and a quarter of my life that I won't get back, but was a little bit stressful throughout this Saudi one to get the Ronaldo. I don't know why, but we get John Duran as well, which is kind of cool. Another player that would probably be pretty good in game, but I'm just never going to get round to using him in the squad, and eventually we'll just go into an SBC. That is just where we are at right now, I think. Yeah, we're in the end game, and with Shapeshifters coming and a new season coming in a couple of days, things are starting to get a little bit crazy. I saw the season pass like has been shown already for the next season. We get like 5 playstyle pluses. Crikey, that is going to be different gravy at the end of that. What was it, like a Kaka or something? A 5 playstyle plus Kaka, yes please. That's an RTG legend right there. So yeah, we actually managed to use the same team for both cups, because I think with the players I had on the bench and in the starting 11, it worked out perfectly fine. Not quite sure how I managed that, but it worked. So cool. It meant that I didn't need to change teams and try and learn some new players and stuff. But yeah, we also didn't really get much from the overall packs, which doesn't matter. We were just playing it really to get the evolutions and the loans of Ronaldo and Messi. Will I ever use those though? Maybe I'll use them. Could do. They're only 5-game loans each, right? So it's not too bad. Apparently Messi's incredible, by the way, as you could imagine. Yeah, is Lionel Messi a really good player? Yeah. And I'm sure that Ronaldo's decent as well. But is he going to be that much better than the Ronaldo that I've got, that 94 one? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Coming towards the end of the episode now, I did things like the 84x5 for the specific leagues, try and get a TOTS. I got 5 Prem players in mine, and that was because those were out during the Chelsea cards as well. There's also a new grind pack for the next couple of days or something that you could also get the Ligue 1 players in, so you can get the Paris Saint-Germain players. And then I thought, why not do a nice little TOTS trade-in? They're always quite enjoyable, and especially when you get a Vinicius. Oh, wait, no Vinicius Jr. or anything like that today. We get a 94 purple. Cool. All right, no problem. Couple of Evos then. I've actually kind of been leaving Evos for the last week, letting them build up in case I could find any that would stack. I haven't been super successful with that, but Sammy Smodics went into one, and he's now incredible. He was like borderline completely unusable for a bit, and now he's got incisive pass as a 3rd playstyle plus. He's got incredible passing and dribbling, 5-star, 5-star, and just genuinely awesome stats. So take a look at this. I'm now thinking from potentially not playing the weekend league this week to looking at my Ipswich squad thinking, oh, I'd quite like to use the boys, you know. Maybe. You might see in tomorrow's episode me playing with this squad here, failing at the weekend league and getting like 4 wins or something, because they're all high rated and the stats are good, but they're not quite Hullet and Drogba and Henry and stuff like that, you know. And I'm not the best of players, so I need every possible. I need this squad at least, don't I, at my disposal in order to be helped. I need Van der Ven. I need Jonathan Tah. So I could potentially fail that. But at the moment, I'm kind of thinking maybe that's what we do. I mean, we get a late weekend league surge in with the Ipswich squad, see how we get on. But yeah, that's bringing us to the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you've enjoyed today, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. Cheers, and follow me on socials. All the links are down below. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.